We are cynical, and I think that we have good reason to be cynical. The media portrays us as very divided.
Everything's very partisan and everything's very divided.
Not a great era of politics to experience early adulthood.
One of the objectives of this Model Constitutional Convention is to address this problem of polarization. These students will make friends with each other and could ultimately end up building coalitions with each other, teach others how to hear their fellow citizens' ideas, and then advance them in the political process or even in the process of constitutional amendment.
Once upon a time, if we wanted to change something about how we're governed, we went to war. We mounted a rebellion or a revolution. One of the reasons why Article 5 is in the US Constitution is to domesticate revolution, to allow the Constitution to endure while making it possible to make changes, which is the power of amendment.
When I was younger, I thought of the Constitution, and it's this like magic words and you can't change them and they've always been there throughout history, but we're in a very different place than we were 250 years ago when it was passed. So why isn't it something that can be amended now?
Allowing students the opportunity to learn about how to amend the Constitution and the parliamentary procedures that go along with that, I think is essential for the next generation. I founded the first Model Constitutional Convention at our Arizona State University, and we thought that we might bring 100 or so students from more than 80 educational institutions across the United States to teach them about the process of constitutional reform, parliamentary procedure, and civic engagement.
A Model Constitutional Convention for students at which they would conceive and draft constitutional amendments, debate those amendments in committee, and then vote on the floor of a broader convention, all run according to Robert's rules.
The structure we've built, the processes we've built, some of the procedures that we've adopted here mirror what happened at the original convention, but many of them have been modified. The students are representing states, and so there are 2 delegates from each state. Any amendment to the U.S. Constitution requires ratification by 3/4 of the states, and therefore it's important that we bring students from many backgrounds. 40% of the students at the convention are law students, but 60% of them are undergraduates with all different college majors from all political perspectives.
It's bringing the Constitution, putting it back into the hands of the people, which is kind of where the Constitution should be in the first place.
I see what the students are doing here as a kind of rehearsal for the future. They've been told that the US Constitution is the world's most difficult to amend, impossible to amend. We've seen the last amendment in 1992, and yet they're here. I think they're interested in seeing what is possible. Is it possible to compromise? Is it possible to come to yes?
We don't really know how that's going to result. We don't really know if we're going to be able to sit down and have civil conversation. Might not be able to come to an agreement. I think it's definitely a possibility.
It's difficult. It's a hard process to get an amendment to the Constitution. I'm excited by that. I really am. And I want the students to leave here feeling like they can go create a grassroots movement to get it done.
One of the things that we care deeply about at Washington University is preparing the next generation of leaders. For this convention to be able to make progress, every one of the participants are going to need to be in dialogue with each other. To do that, here at WashU, every one of our students is going to take that with them as they continue their academic journey.
Practicing civil discourse goes beyond just what happens here in St. Louis. They will share this with other people.
If that's the energy that they take into whatever positions of leadership they're going to assume in the future, we're going to see some people who turn the volume down on polarization a little bit.
I've always tried my best to get a little bit of both sides. My mom, when I was younger, was very much always like, I know you're feeling strong emotions, so is the other person. Listen to why they're feeling what they're feeling. Oh, it used to drive me nuts. This is what happened, I'm right, I know it. With the level of partisan discourse happening, something like the Model Constitutional Convention, students are partisan too, students are biased, and the fact that we're all willing to come here and sit down and have a conversation. If we were able to pass amendments this weekend, it's definitely a hint of optimism.
The This is a mock experience. It's not real. But what is very real are the issues that they're inspired by.
Looking through the proposals, I've seen things on education, I've seen things on incarcerated individuals, on the right to vote, on the president's power. It feels like a genuine conversation on those issues.
We are the next generation to run for office and eventually lead this country. And so experiences like this are going to help us decide how we're going to do that.
We can never foresee what those ripple effects will be. Maybe this will lead to some future actual constitutional convention. Maybe it will lead to people going into politics who bring about the very changes that they're thinking about this weekend.
There are actually amendments that I would like to bring in real life. I hope this experience will help me create a foundation to actually make that happen in real life.
I hope that they come away believing that consensus is possible.
I feel like I'd have that feeling if we were able to pass anything this weekend. That would be wonderful. That shows me that people are willing to compromise to make a change.
Some way to make sure that state legislature is included.
I'm really looking forward to see how the votes play out, but again, we need 76 on each proposal in order for it to pass, so we'll see how many we get on each one.
Vote as well, so that means you're going to stand up and count one by one again. Please rise, and you are in favor, and we will count you off, starting now from the left side of the room. Mississippi, you can count 1,
2, 3, 4,
17, 18,
19,
45, 46. The motion fails. So now we will move on to the next one. Proposal fails. The proposal does not pass. Okay, so the proposal fails, and we'll move on to the next one. Please rise, and we'll count you off. Ooh, okay. 62, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 73, 75.
It really is a gift, I think, to the country, appropriate for this 250th anniversary.
Maybe in a couple years, there's a model constitutional convention for state legislators, seniors graduating high school.
I was inspired to do it in my class after attending the first one.
The Constitution is ultimately the guardrail for our democracy. What kind of government should we have? What kind of society should we be? I think Martin Luther King Jr. got it right when he said, the arc of the moral universe is long and it bends towards justice. But I also learned to see it doesn't bend by itself. It will happen only if we work to make it happen.
This generation wants to be engaged. They want to have an impact, and they are willing to do the work.
These students are learning skills that are going to serve them well and the country well. I'm in good hands, I feel like, with these future leaders of America, debating the future of the Constitution.